I am tired of the daily annoyances. I can't eat what I want. I can't wear what I want. I am restricted at all times. How much can someone tolerate? It was approaching 2 p.m. After finishing her meal, Krutika was resting on the couch. Meanwhile, her elder sister Shalini's phone rang and both the sisters started telling about their respective in laws' houses. Why do you tolerate your mother in law's harassment? Why don't you tell Ajay all this? I don't hide anything from my husband either. Before going to bed, I reveal the entire details of his mother's day to him. As long as he doesn't say who to what I say, he won't get a chance to touch me, Shalini said, opening up her file of experience. Sister, Ajay is Mama's boy. He doesn't like to hear a single word against his mother. On the contrary, he advises me to reconcile. You are very lucky in terms of in laws. Your husband is doing as you say. When will good days come for me? She said, taking a deep breath. That's right, I have got him under my control. I have already received a call from your brother in law twice. He is not happy without me. Shalini said happily, okay, okay, it will be coffee time for our mother in law in a little while. I won't even get a chance to sleep peacefully for a while. Krutika hung up the phone, restraining herself. Then she turned up the AC even more and pulled the blanket over herself. Krutika has been married to Ajay for 3 years. Ajay is a manager in a private company. The salary is not a problem. Since he lives with his mother and father, he does not have to bear any expenses like house rent, water, electricity, rations, etc. Whatever expenses he has, they are only for his personal expenses and Krutika's needs. Before marriage, Krutika had imagined her dream life. She thought she would be having fun with her husband in her dream world. There were no villains like in laws. Krutika had stepped into her in law's house with the dream of her own home. But when she realized that Ajay had no desire to live alone and enjoy the pleasures of married life, her desire seemed to fade. She would occasionally tell her mother about her troubles and try to lighten her mood. But her mother never took her words seriously and did not encourage her dream of moving out. A house is like a flower garden. Some flowers are small, some are big, but when you put them all together, it is beautiful for everyone to see. Amma always told her, but Krutika did not listen to any of that. Even recently, when she talked to Amma, she used to talk in a strange manner, but she would always only discuss things with her elder sister. She would seek her advice on how to build a different house. So far, everything was fine, but the ones who poured ghee on the fire were Sudeep and Shruti, a couple who had rented the house opposite. Sudeep works in a private company. Shruti would wear jeans once and shorts again. She would wear some western outfit again. Krutika was surprised to see her. Her face was radiant with a stylish haircut and makeup. This is real life. How could I not enjoy it? She kept thinking that I had done some karma in a past life and that is why these shackles of restriction were placed on my hands and feet. Thinking like this every day, she started to lose weight. This was not something to hide, so she explained this to her sister. You have a well near you. You are wandering all over the village for water. Make friends with Shruti from today. Get tips on how to live a luxurious life, Shalini advised. From the very next day, Krutika started trying to get closer to Shruti. Shruti was also looking forward to such a friendship. Their conversation, which started with a hello, gradually became very close. Very soon, both of them became very close. Soon, once Krutika went to Shruti, Shruti would go to Krutika again and again. Look, Kritika, to make a man dance on your finger, you have to do so much circus. You always wear a plain sari. Your husband wants to see you as a model. Try something bold and new sometime. Then see how Ajay falls for you. Shruti suggested, just as Shalini had said earlier. I am not going to wear those before Ajay. His parents will see it before he does. Then they'll make a big fuss. Everyone in our neighborhood will get to enjoy it for free. Then here's an idea for you. Just as Kaikeyi had given to Dasharatha on her terms, similarly you too should choose a suitable occasion. First give it some slack. Then you should pull it in slowly. Then see if it doesn't happen as I said, ask. Krutika started to wait for the opportunity. Maybe this time it would be according to Krutika's wishes. In a few days, she heard some news at home. The news was that the third generation would be arriving. From that day on, her mother in law instructed her not to do any heavy work. Her father in law also jumped with joy. Ajay also started to fall in love with his wife now. He started mingling with his friends less. He started bringing toys for his upcoming child. He started fulfilling all her needs. Kritika felt like jumping with joy. Amidst this laughter and joy, a conspiracy was also brewing. 8 months passed. Krutika's weaning rituals were performed. The next day she was supposed to go home. The whole night Ajay kept giving her instructions like this, that eat this, eat that. Ajay kept talking. Krutika was pretending to listen. There was another plan going on in her head. When the pregnancy period was complete, Krutika gave birth to a baby boy. A wave of happiness swept through both the families. Sweets were also distributed. Grandmother, grandfather also came running to see their grandson. Could Ajay not see his baby? He came to Krutika's house. He was very eager to see the baby. He tried to take the baby from her hand. But Krutika did not give the baby to him and hid it in her lap. Ajay looked at her questioningly. The child will not be given to you so easily, my lord, Krutika said dramatically. Ask for anything in exchange for this precious jewel, my queen. Ajay also said as she said. If you are a real man, you should not make false promises. Krutika challenged his masculinity. I will keep your word even if it means losing my life, he said, accepting her words as a challenge. Thus Krutika smiled meaningfully and handed the little child to her father's lap. Ajay touched the child, caressing its cheek once with great joy, and was surprised to see its tiny fingers again. Now this king is happy. May I know what the queen wants? He asked, observing the child's small eyes. Our own world. There should be only the three of us. Krutika clarified her words. Ajay's limbs trembled at once. In an instant, he saw the state of exile. His grip on the child was loosened. Meanwhile, Amma came and picked up the child. Perhaps Amma had heard Krutika's words. Ajay avoided her gaze and walked away. The three of them left like plundered travelers. The joy of the birth of the child faded. By the end of the month, there was no interest left in the conversation between husband and wife. There was no whining, no apologies, no arguments. Everything was a kind of mechanism. Amma was in a kind of dilemma. Ajay was in a kind of difficulty. He could not see a middle path. Ajay received an invitation from his in-laws to the baby's naming ceremony. Everyone had gone there, but he reluctantly named the baby Satvik. Krutika, Ajay has taken a transfer. You should go with him with the baby. She could not believe this nectar from her mother-in-law's mouth before leaving. When she looked at her husband Ajay, he was standing there with a sad face. Why are you so sad? When we spread our wings in the open air, we can be sure that the sky is so vast. Krutika turned to her husband and tried to reassure him. Taking 3-month-old Satvik with her, Krutika took her first step into the world of her dreams. It was not the ground, but the sky. The wings of Krutika's aspirations had now grown. Krutika set off, doubling her happiness, imagining that we are together. She put her purse aside, put the baby in the cradle, and started to wander around the entire house, creating a feeling of sweet home. In a way, this is my homecoming. Why should not I make today special? Krutika stepped into the kitchen to celebrate her victory. She searched for what she needed there, but she couldn't find anything. This is how a newbie's kitchen is. Krutika smiled to herself. She put a pan on the stove and added ghee to make saffron bath. Meanwhile, Satvik started crying. Ajay was in the bathroom at that time. Krutika had forgotten to turn off the gas in the hustle bustle of coming out to comfort the baby. When she returned, she was shocked to see the situation there. The ghee in the pan had gone out. Ajay immediately rushed there, turned off the cylinder, and threw the pan to a corner. Otherwise, a big disaster would have happened. After that, she made something, ate it, and left for Ajay's office. It was almost 2 p.m., but Krutika had not had time to take a bath yet. When she realized that Satvik was sleeping with his eyes closed, she went to the bathroom. Satvik came to know about that, and somehow he got up and started crying. If there was someone there to take care of him, The whole picture flashed before Kritika's mind. If you want a rose, you have to accept the thorns. Kritika Rani, she defended her decision. She was not ready to accept defeat so soon. She came up with a plan. She kept the cradle near the bathroom door and hurriedly completed the ritual of bathing. She hurriedly put on her gown and ate some snacks. Then Kritika made Satvik lie down on the bed and went to bed herself. The first step of the day was over. The next events were to continue. When Ajay returned in the evening, Krutika was sitting on the bed in her old gown, looking like a lazy person. Satvik was still in her arms. Seeing her husband come, she handed the baby to him, went to the kitchen to make tea. While Ajay was drinking tea, she narrated the whole day's events to him. He did not respond to it. Mother, son, she said to herself, look, I have no interest in cooking today. Let's go out and have dinner. It's been a long time since I ate pizza. When Ajay got up and said, come on, let's go. Where is that limit in the air? Humming a song, she took Satvik in one hand, Ajay's waist in the other, and sped off on her bike. The mixed smell of perfume, sweat emanating from Ajay's body made her go crazy. But Ajay was the only one who sat silently. Krutika wanted him to continue floating in the air for a long time. But within a few minutes, Ajay stopped the bike in front of a Pizza Hut. After so many months of fun, the outing was a blast. Krutika ate an onion capsicum tomato pizza with double cheese. She also ate French fries, garlic bread. Satvik was quiet for a while. Then when he started crying, she gave him milk. As soon as he found his mother's lap, he fell asleep there. Krutika fell asleep as soon as she reached home. The fatigue of the day made her fall asleep. Ajay sat there looking at her. Krutika had not slept for a while when Satvik started to annoy her. He wet the bed every half an hour. He also had diarrhea. Krutika went away tired after changing his clothes. Ajay gave him medicine, but the medicine did not work that quickly. After that, he fell asleep. Krutika also fell asleep. When she woke up in the morning, it was 8 a.m. Ajay was ready to go to the office. Look, you have to eat out today, Krutika said with a guilty conscience. We will see what happens next. Ajay mumbled, remembering the incident of the night. As her husband was going to the office, she called Shalini and explained the incident of the night. That was a fun outfit, Rani. To gain something, you have to lose something. Krutika did not say anything when her sister scolded her. I think the baby didn't digest the pizza you ate so much yesterday. That's why the baby has diarrhea several times at night. At that moment, Shruti also joined their conversation through conference calling. This is not a new problem. I don't eat anything I like. Krutika looked at Satvik. You should do something, Krutika. Start giving the baby bottle milk. Shalini suggested another way. But the doctor says that the baby should be breastfed for a month. Krutika expressed her doubts. You have become a great scholar. You must know how such children survive when a mother dies while giving birth to them. Krutika did not like Shruti's statement at all, but the idea of giving Satvik a bottle of milk sat in her mind. The next day, when Ajay was going to the office, Krutika brought a feeding bottle and fed him milk from it. Krutika put 2 drops of milk down the baby's throat and patted herself on the back for her success. But in no time, Satvik vomited all the milk he had drunk. The pillow and blanket got wet too. He started crying loudly. That started to look like another big problem. Thinking that the baby must be hungry again, she put the nipple in his mouth again. The baby could not digest it. In 2-3 hours, it came out in the form of diarrhea. Maybe the hardships don't seem to be leaving my back, Krutika told herself. But as the evening wore on, she dressed up again and got ready to enjoy the joy of freedom. As soon as Ajay returned from the office, the three of them went out for a walk again. Satvik was still not digesting the bottle of milk very well. However, Krutika was not giving up. The car was moving, swaying from side to side. On one side was the free atmosphere of freedom, on the other side were the shackles of responsibility. Whenever Kritika would spread her wings and enjoy herself, the next moment her wings would curl up. Her days were spent in the sun and shade like this, but instead of peaceful nights, there were more painful nights. It had been 2 months. Only her mother in law had come to see her grandson once. She would only inquire about his well being on the phone. As Satvik grew, it became very difficult to take care of him alone. Sometimes he would cry all night. Once again, he would refuse to drink milk. Changing bed diapers was becoming difficult for her. She had not been able to go anywhere recently. Shruti had not received a call. She had not been able to chat with Shalini. She was not active on social media. It had been months since she had gone to the beauty parlor. She had been doing Satvik's chores all day. Kritika, who was suffering from sleep deprivation, was waiting for a chance to sleep. Ajay, who had not fulfilled his personal desires, had also been getting so agitated recently. Kritika, who had dreamed of flying in the open air, had remained a prisoner in the circle of her own desires. Satvik had been annoying her a lot lately. His crying did not stop throughout the day. If you left him alone and got busy with work, he would put something in his mouth. For the past 2 days, he had been having loose motion so much that he had to be put in drips. Panicked, Kritika went to the doctor nearby. The doctor examined the child and said, "It is time for the baby to start teething. Due to the scratches on the jaw, the baby always feels like chewing something in his mouth. So they put whatever they can in their mouth. That is why the baby has an infection. You should keep the baby busy with toys and don't leave him alone," he said. I was the one who decided that there should be only 3 of us. Now, where will I get the fourth person? Kritika started crying. She was now remembering her mother in law, but her stubbornness had not diminished even as she wished. 8-month-old Satvik was now walking around in his toddler seat. If he got up from his bed and started walking, there would be no stopping him. All the household belongings were not where they were. Everything was scattered. Sometimes even the study books and papers would get caught in his hands and become tattered. Kritika would also get tired of running after him. One afternoon, Kritika fell asleep with Satvik. She didn't know when Satvik woke up. While trying to get off the bed, he tripped and fell, and the edge of the bed hit his forehead, causing blood to flow. The baby's screams woke Kritika from her sleep. Seeing the baby's forehead bleeding, her courage collapsed. She immediately called Ajay and took the baby to the hospital itself. The head has been badly hit. It will require 4 stitches. I told you earlier, don't leave the baby unattended. Babies at this age are very restless. You have to watch them with an eagle eye, the doctor said, and Kritika's eyes lit up with tears. You can't handle the baby. Call mother right now, Ajay said loudly. Just as he was about to raise his voice even more, hospital etiquette came to his mind and he put a silencer on his mouth. He had blamed Kritika for the child's condition. Kritika immediately took out her mobile and called her mother-in-law. There is no network here. I will go outside and talk, Kritika said, her ego having taught her to find many excuses. Look, Shruti, it has become a very big problem. Ajay is going to call his parents. Tell me, what should I do now? How can I stop them from coming? Kritika explained all her events to Shruti. Kritika, I have now come to my mother-in-law's house. There is nothing to talk about here. You call Shalini and ask. Shruti interrupted her before she could finish her sentence. You and your mother-in-law's house. You didn't like being with your in-laws, did you? This decision of yours was accidental. Is your health okay? Now it was Kritika's turn to be surprised. Yes, Kritika, I am also going to be in your same category. Seeing your situation, I also understood correctly. A honeymoon period of a few days is okay. It is not right to be away from your family permanently. They will need you in the future, she said, and she realized that there was selfishness in Shruti's words. Kritika felt as if an axe had been struck on the very foundation she had wanted to rely on. By then, Ajay had already called his parents. By evening, his grandparents had arrived to take care of their grandson. Satvik was used to being with his parents by now, so seeing unfamiliar faces, he sat on Kritika's lap. But as if blood relations always attract, by nightfall, Grandma and Grandpa had mingled and slept with him. The next morning, Kritika's face was flushed and Ajay's lips were smiling. After so many months, they found peace. As Grandma and Grandpa walked behind their grandson, their knee pain seemed to have disappeared somewhere. Their kitchen, which had been bustling with milk, bread, outside snacks, now began to prepare special snacks. Satvik had now started drinking milk from a bowl instead of bottled milk. He was eager to go out with Grandpa. If you cook like this, I will become a fool, Ajay told Krutika, and Krutika understand the true meaning of marriage. I had never seen the other side of the coin before. I was making such a big mistake, Krutika cursed herself. I did not realize I had spent 10 days with the child. We have to go back now, her father-in-law said in the morning while making tea, and Krutika felt anxious. She looked at her mother-in-law in bewilderment. Yes, I also went with Satvik as a child. Still, children should be allowed to live their own lives. Her father in law said while drinking tea, and her mother in law also agreed with her words. We have to go to town, but not only you, we will also come with you. I have requested a transfer to our district headquarters again. You must stay with us until it is okay. Krutika looked at him in surprise when Ajay said this. No matter how comfortable the bed is, you cannot sleep without changing your side. Similarly, no matter how happy a family is, they need someone else's shelter, said Grandma. Yes, birds that fly away in the morning return home in the evening. Sometimes it may be late at night, but they return to the nest, right? Grandpa smiled. Satvik was standing next to his grandfather, holding his father's finger. The three of them smiled as usual in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notification whenever a new video is uploaded.